I also do training in local parks, or my favorite, if you have a reactive dog, is cemetery.
Oh, nice. Because there's
not only ghosts.
Yeah, right. Oh, not much happening in the cemetery. So, hi everybody. I'm Chris with Cherokee Auto, and I'm here with Manuela with the Canine Clubhaus.
Correct.
So,
yes.
So it was nice to meet you today.
Nice to meet you too.
Thanks for being on our podcast.
You're welcome.
What do we have in the background here? We have all kinds of...
So this used to belong to my black German Shepherd Jaeger. His name was Jaeger von Heidelberg. Heidelberg's my hometown in Germany.
Heidelberg, Germany.
So he got all these accolades, and I'm an evaluator for the AKC, Canine Good Citizen, the Urban and the Community, and also the Puppy Star. Right. And then this is my certificate from the Animal Behavior College where I graduated. And then I have some business cards, and this is a business card for TATSAW. We train service dogs. Since last year, we train for civilians for free. We used to do only military and government services, and now since last year, we train service dogs for free for our civilians as well.
Nice. So you're making service dogs. You're training service dogs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've all seen the police service dogs, and we've seen the people with their, that have been in like some trauma service dogs.
Yes, the PTSD.
CNI dogs.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't do the CNI dogs.
Right.
You have to train them from puppyhood on. And there's certain organizations that have to go through a year-long of training.
Right.
It's a long process.
Ooh.
But we do mobility. I have a diabetic person. We had a person with seizures.
Oh, nice.
And of course, all the military PTSD and the dramas in the brain dramas and different things like that.
There's a whole market out there I didn't even know about.
Yes, it really helps them not to run to Walmart at 3 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
Because they don't want to go and meet anybody, so they go at 3 a.m. So if you have a dog that takes care of you, you can go whenever you need to, not when the time is like 3 a.m. in the morning. I have my business license there as well.
Yeah, your state of Tennessee business license.
So this is my trainer dog. He likes to give me service medals, almost like in the military.
Oh, nice.
And you get, for each service dog you train, you get a medal, and it tells you
the dog's name and stuff.
The dog's name and the person's first name.
Oh, wow.
And then my name, and then it's called Train a Dog, Save a Warrior.
Oh.
So I thought that was really, really neat.
Right?
Yep, this is just the beginning. And
this is 8 of them there.
Yes, and this is an event I do.
Right.
We did it until September. Once a month, I go to Castle Pinedon, North Shore.
Right.
Train for 40 minutes. It's $20, and it gets donated to TATSAW.
Right. Right.
We train 3 queues, and they can drink the beer and train the dog. It's called Pups and Pups.
Pups and Pubs.
Yes.
Like PBS.
That's right. And cool. Castle Pint North Shore, they really like veterans.
Yes.
So all the $20 for each person gets donated to Train the Dog, Save a Warrior.
That's good. Very valuable program here for helping people who have been involved in being a warrior.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's awesome. So tell us about the services that you offer here at Canine Clubhaus.
So I do here in the facility.
You got a paper here.
Yes.
You were gonna.
Yeah. So here in this facility, I have a single class. I do a 6 weeks class where they can come 6 times individually, or have a group class where they can come to a group class. The group class is less information and less time for each person. The individual 6 weeks classes is just the dog and the owners.
Okay.
And then the single class, if you just want a single class with your dog here, you can have a single class. I also come to your house if you have any issues. And I drive about up to an hour and a half. Drove to Johnson City before for a dog.
Right.
And I do 3 in-homes, and it's up to 3 dogs.
Okay.
So you can have 3 dogs with behavior struggles in the house, and I take care of that. Also, if you can't come to me, I do either FaceTime, Zoom call, Messenger, any WhatsApp, any camera.
Right.
We can do also. Then I do events. I do like the events.
Right.
I do just workshop. Tonight we have a workshop called Bark Tutory. So we made a board. We had their pictures of their dogs on it, their name on it, and they can pick certain freeze-dried meats to put on there.
Right.
Why they read the introduce the ingredients, what's in it,
right.
And the company is the Crooked Ear Treatery
Oh,
with Shamika. She does it all her own.
oh yeah.
So they can pick different meats to put on their board and then take the board home with the meats.
Aw.
So that's tonight.
And where is that tonight?
Right here.
Oh, it's here. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
right here
What
at
time
6
does it
o'clock.
start? At 6. Okay,
6
gotcha.
o'clock, from 6
Yeah.
to 7:30. And then I also do seminars.
You're expecting
and,
how many people here?
3 are signed up.
Okay, gotcha.
Would love to have 10.
Right, exactly. You got room for 10 for
Yes,
sure.
got room for 10.
Yep.
And then I love to do seminars, and I also train shelter staff or daycare staff.
Okay.
So if they need to learn about dog body language, how to get a dog out of a kennel situation, open the kennel door, getting them out safely,
Right.
walking them into the yard. So I have the shelters have me come in, and I do an hour training sessions with the employees, explain dog behaviors, dog struggles. So they have a really good, so if you have a new employee and they maybe have not worked with dogs for a long time, I can teach them how to work with dogs.
Oh, wow.
And that's my free
Yeah,
program. I
right.
do that for free.
Oh, wow.
Just help out the shelters.
Very beneficial for the people who haven't dealt with dogs so much. So what makes
Yep.
you like dogs so much? It sounds like it's in your blood.
Yes. my dad was an absolutely dog nut. He loved dogs since he was a little boy. World War II was not really a good place, so his dogs were his best friends when he was growing up. And then being shipped to different places all over where my grandmother had to be. So his dogs were his best friends. And then I started as a dog walker when I was a preteen. The German police had a dog training program.
You were about 12 years old or 11 or?
11.
Okay.
Yep. 11 when I started. I was a dog walker, pet sitter. The German police had a puppy training program where we came every day for training the little puppies until they were 6 months old. And then...
So you got to play with puppies? German Shepherd puppies?
Yes.
How many puppies would you say you got to play with in that
Usually
time?
8 to 10 at a time.
Oh, at one day? Wow.
Yes. So you were in there, depending on how many kids signed up for the program, and you had that many kids, and usually a litter between 8 and 12 puppies, depending on.
So Mama has 8 to 12 puppies? Wow.
Yes, she does, and they were all healthy. You have to have a healthy.
You're playing with 6-week-old, 8-week-old,
Yes.
10-week-old.
Actually, we start with 3 weeks old.
Oh wow.
So as soon as the eyes are open,
Yeah,
you get to handle them just a little bit. You get to touch their feet, so they
Mama's
get
probably
used
feeding them for
to.
a while still too.
Yes.
Probably. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
Usually
neat.
around 4 weeks. Soon as those teeth come in,
Yeah.
you want to wean them off, but they need to stay still with mama dog
Oh, okay.
until they're about 8-9 weeks old,
Yeah.
and then they get to be with
She's
themselves.
done with them at that
She's
point.
She's done.
Yeah.
Those teeth.
She's over it.
Yes.
Our little puppy would growl at her babies.
Yes.
And then the little daddy would lay over in his back.
Like-
and they would just run over the top of him. He loved it. And he wasn't much bigger than they were. So
Aw,
yeah, it was
that's
just
cute.
adorable. Absolutely adorable. You mentioned your dad loves dogs. Did
Yes.
you guys have like a certain types of dogs or?
He was a lab person. I love German Shepherds.
Gotcha.
They just
He loved
German
labs.
Shepherds and Huskies are my absolute favorites.
That's cool. You also mentioned that you watched people's homes and that you stayed with their dogs. How did that
Yes.
work?
So they called me. I had actually an American lady. She went back to the States for 3 months, and I stayed in her house with her 3 English sheepdogs.
Oh my goodness.
You know, the big fluffy things?
Yeah. Do they
So-
shed?
Yes. So I had my task was brush them every day, take them out in the yard, clean up the yard, and sweep the house.
I bet there was a lot to clean up. Oh my goodness.
Yes, lots of poopy to clean up.
Wow.
But I had fun, and
Yeah.
she purchased food for me, and she turned on different TV stations I could watch at her house, and she made a bed up for me so I can sleep there with her dogs. She didn't want the dogs being alone, but her job called her back to the States for 3 months. So I was 12 when I stayed for 3 months at her house.
So my fiance is German, and she said that she learned how to speak English from watching TV.
Yes,
American TV.
And also in school.
Yes, also in school. But she said she would watch the TV, and then she would have the subtitles on, and that's how she learned how to speak English. So
English for us, it's an easy language. I know that sounds. Normally, it's not an easy language.
The alphabet kind of sorta.
Yeah. Because you have in English, you have one word and you have 7 meanings.
Oh, yes.
So in Germany, you have one word and you have 1 meaning.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
So it's a lot. English is a hard language, but because we start in 4th grade. Now they might be a lot earlier than 4th grade. When I was growing up, it was 4th grade.
I know the United States and Germany are definitely strong allies.
Yes.
And one way you can tell that is by the number of army bases in the country of Germany.
Correct.
Do you know how many there are?
There used to be a lot more. There might be only 8, 10 left, something like that.
That's a lot, though.
Yes, we had a lot more.
You had mentioned Ramstein before.
Yeah, Ramstein is an air base.
Yeah.
And it's also right next to Landstuhl. Landstuhl is the main hospital. Yeah. So if they get hurt somewhere, Stuttgart is another base.
That's where they're at now.
Oh, got it.
That's where her sister's at now, I believe.
So that's more in the southern area of it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But Landstuhl is the hospital.
Okay.
So if they get hurt somewhere in the Middle East, they fly them to Landstuhl. It's like a in-between place. Instead of flying back to the States, they have all their American hospital things right there in Landstuhl.
Very strong.
Yes.
So you had mentioned that you've been here since...
Officially since 1998.
Okay, gotcha.
My husband was stationed out in California, so we got stationed in the middle of the desert in California and close to Barstow, Death Valley.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
The scorpions and the black widows was no fun.
Yeah.
No fun at all. But
your business officially since
2012.
And that says that on your sweatshirt.
Yes.
Yeah, since 2012. And you mentioned the SARG, which is different than this. Yeah, SARG. I'm sorry. So you're currently working for the SARG shelter. Talk about that for a second.
Shelter Animal Rescue Group.
Yes.
So when they adopt out a dog and the parents have a little bit of behavior struggles with the dog, she likes to call me and I do an evaluation / training sessions for the owners of the puppy.
Right.
And usually we fix it and the dog stays in the home. The goal is to adopt a dog stays with the new mom and dad. That
don't want the dog back.
No.
There's really no reason if you can control the behavior.
Correct. We want the dog into a great home.
Sure.
So if it's the proper home, then we help with all the behavior struggles, get it figured out, they adjust it. Yeah. Works really, really awesome.
You wouldn't place a dog in a home if the animal was problematic anyway, so.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
You would do something else.
Correct.
So, you also mentioned you've worked for some places in the past. So
Young William Animal Center, I worked there twice. First time I was an adoption counselor, and the second time I was a behavior consultant.
Right.
So we took all the behavior cases, we spoke to the people who adopted the dogs and had any behavior struggles. So sometimes we did in-home visits, sometimes we did phone consultations, or they came back with the dog. We did some things with the dog there. We actually started training classes there, so that was really fun like that. And I also worked as a dog trainer for the Humane Society of Tennessee Valley.
Yeah, there you go.
So they set up a training room, and any dog that was adopted there, they could take advantage of a discounted training services, and I was the dog trainer for them. Oh, okay. So we had training room up in the top, and we had group classes. It was really fun. Really fun to do.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. It's nice to be able to enjoy what you do.
Yes,
for sure.
I absolutely love it.
You mentioned your kids.
Yes.
Sarah and Kevin.
Yes, correct. So my daughter Sarah works in a bank in Germany.
Right.
It's like an agriculture bank who gives loans to farmers. And my son used to be a chef, but now he works for the Harley Davidson store in Ludwigshafen.
Oh.
And his dream is to own a Harley, but in Germany they're very, very expensive. It's like a luxury here.
It is, yeah.
So what would be a luxury here? Tesla?
Well, maybe Rolls Royce.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe a nice Volkswagen.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, so very expensive over there.
Yeah. They don't make them over there. They make them here, so I believe.
Correct.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Here we can buy them at the dealer auction. We can buy one for, $2,000-$3,000 sometimes.
Wow.
A nice one.
That's like really cheap.
Well, it is, but maybe it's got 20,000 miles. Maybe it's 10 years old.
Got it.
It's still a Harley Davidson.
Still a Harley Davidson.
You can start it up and it makes that rumble.
That's right.
What kind of you mentioned you guys had 2 of them. What kind do you have?
Yes. So my husband has anniversary, the 100-year anniversary Fat Boy, and
nice.
I have a 1200 Roadster.
Oh, nice. That's a beautiful bike.
It's like the taller setup bike with 2 disc brakes.
How far had you guys driven them?
Panama City.
To Panama City from here? Oh, wow. That's hardcore.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's like 10 hours.
Yeah, just a little bit.
How far can you go on one tank of gas?
Mine's not that long, so 89 miles for mine.
You had to stop 10 times on the way to Panama City?
Yeah, which is good. You get off the bike.
You're not really in a hurry when you're driving a motorcycle.
And on the way back was a lot of rain, so that's no fun.
Oh, yeah.
And then last year we went to Laconia. That was absolutely amazing. We didn't ride, we trailered. It's in New Hampshire.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So you pulled a truck and a trailer
But we rode 1,500 miles in that whole week. We were there.
Wow.
So we rode all the...
I bet that was beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
We rode all the states up there. We went to every state.
Did you go to New York?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Sure did.
That's so cool.
Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New England.
New England, the whole New England area.
What's the other one? Vermont.
Did you go into Canada?
No.
Okay.
No. Unfortunately,
you
not.
probably got really close to it. Obviously, you have a passport, so.
Yeah.
If you're doing travel from Europe to the US. Yeah. Do you have a German passport, or are you?
I have a German passport. I'm actually a German citizen.
Okay.
And I'm also an American citizen.
So you're a dual citizen.
3 years. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Became an American.
I gotcha.
I figured it was time after 20-something years.
Stephanie's been here.
26.
Stephanie's been here since she was, 19 years old. She did go back to Germany for 4 years, but she still has a German passport.
Oh, awesome! So dual too?
No,
German. Just German.
Yeah. But she's here forever.
Got it. So. Absolutely.
You're definitely here forever.
Yes.
So tell me a story about how you met your husband. You said it was funny. Denny.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when I first met him, I was 17. We had this bar in Germany, and all the new soldiers that came. Yeah. So what they do is they do a tour of the town, and they told them, stay away from that bar. Because it usually has fights, all kinds of other things in it.
Oh, yeah.
So they told them all to stay away, but my husband don't really listen. So he went in there, we met, and he figured out I was 17. He was like, don't want to deal with anything under 18, sorry. So he married somebody else, another German lady, had a daughter with her, came over here, stayed here, then went back. Got stationed back in Germany after a while. He was divorced from his wife, and he walked down the street on the way to that bar. And I seen him, I was like, I know you.
You recognized him?
I did.
Yeah.
And we went to Vegas, and that was it. Now we've been married for 26 years.
That was like 100 years ago.
Yes.
26 years. Wow. Does it seem like 26 years?
No, it went by in a fluke.
Yeah.
That's really awesome. We have a lot of fun together.
Yeah,
we like a lot of same things.
Yeah.
Same music.
Does he still work riding as well?
Yes.
Okay.
He works now. He's retired from the military. He works now for the post office.
Oh, nice. That's a good. Yeah.
So he can.
That's very common, actually.
Yeah. Get the retirement. Yes.
Yes. They allow the retired servicemen points. So
Correct.
when they hire people, they hire them first because their points are higher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good. What does he do for the post office?
He is a mail handler right now. Drives forklifts and works at the warehouse on Scarborough.
Right on there, right on Middlebrook there.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
And so you mentioned your sister still lives in Germany?
Yes.
And so tell us about your sister.
So my sister's 5.5 years older than me. And she works for a company called Siemens, probably very familiar over here. Yeah. You have a couple Siemens items floating around in all those things. So she has 2 kids and 2 cats and a husband.
She's not into the dogs.
Nope. Cats are easier to take care of when you travel. They like to travel. They like to go to German spas. And spend time in spas.
Have you been to 7 Worlds?
No, I have not.
When we were there in Germany last year, we went to 7 Worlds, and they have there's a clothing optional area, and with the hot and the cold plunge and the sauna rooms. So we go there, and we're in the saunas are rated by temperature. So we go into the sauna room, and it's 212 degrees.
Whoa, nice.
And so we go into the room, we're sitting in there, and the guy comes in, and of course he's funny and boisterous, and he's got this big bucket of water with these like orange extracts and lemon extracts.
Yes.
And so he opens all the windows, and he airs out the whole room, and then he closes the windows, and then he pours water on those 2 big sauna, the hot rocks. And the whole room fills up with 212 degrees
and smoke and steam.
And we're all sitting there, and I'm just like, what just happened? And he starts waving.
Took the towels, yes.
He starts waving these big fans, and now we're in a freaking sauna, and the whole room's, and we got up and walked out. We couldn't handle it. So Stephanie goes over to
they don't let us out in Germany. They tell you up front what's going to happen, and they said you cannot open that door while we do the towel. You have to wait until
there were
he's
2
done.
doors.
And we did honey. He gave us a jar of honey, and you put the honey all over you. And once you're done with the steam, you come out, wash yourself off, cold plunge. Your skin is soft as a baby's skin.
We didn't. Stephanie loves honey, but we didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't hear
it
about
was
the
really,
honey
really.
part.
They have different methods you can do in the wellness area.
We really enjoyed it,
cool.
and we've done a place since then out in Bozeman.
Okay.
But it wasn't, clothing optional. But they did have the natural springs with the calcium and the different, elements in there.
We like hot springs. They got really hit with Helene really quick, really bad.
I heard that.
So they're rebuilding, and it's a really cool experience to go.
We'll have to go. I think it might be the same thing as Bozeman because the hot water comes out of the ground.
Yes.
Yeah, but these are huge hot tubs where...
these are just personal. Okay, they had 10 or 12 personal hot tubs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You have little cabins around it.
Nice, yeah. I've never been.
And you look right at the river.
Yeah.
So you can go, you rent it for an hour. You rent that little hot tub.
Yeah.
Basically.
You said it got hit pretty hard by the hurricane?
Yep, Helene.
Ooh.
That just came through. So they're rebuilding.
So hopefully we'll get to experience that one of these days.
It is amazing.
And then, so the last question, you were talking about your first job or jobs, and what did you learn from those jobs?
So my very, very first job, besides the puppies, where I collected...
You didn't make money from the puppies, though. You said the German police had a program.
The police was free.
Yeah.
But the pet sitting, people paid me.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So I got money from staying at the lady's house for the 3 months.
Right.
So my other first job was one of my mom's friends owned a car wash.
Right.
So I collected the money, cleaned the windows, cleaned the tires, and learned responsibilities. Learned how to do about the money and make sure. Learned to work with customers right away.
Right. Customer
service. And then my second job was an apprenticeship as a house painter.
Right.
So back then I worked for an older guy, and he still did homemade stucco like it used to be in the old homes.
Yeah.
And we had to do all the stucco like handmade.
Yeah.
There was no forms, no nothing.
Right.
He wanted everything handmade.
Yeah.
So he was like one of those old masters who really knew how to do the old stuff. And he also had a car painting. So I learned how to paint cars, how to paint houses and different things like that. And then my next job was, they called it a gas station attendant car mechanic. So we went to car mechanic school for over a year.
Right.
And then, but we worked on a gas station, learned how to do customer service, learned the ordering system, how to order your products, how to see what sells, do inventory,
Right.
and change belts and do oil checks
Can you do a
and
belt
air
change
checks.
on your car today if you want to?
Not on this one anymore.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's all
You
electronics.
do your own oil changes or?
Used to.
Okay, yeah.
Used
I
to.
did too. Yeah, I used to do, my dad taught
I had
us
a
how to do brakes.
VW Bug. We did everything ourselves.
Yeah.
You have 4 screws and the engine's out.
Oh, wow.
So you can do everything yourself on it.
Yeah.
But now everything is electronic. I have a Toyota Highlander now.
Oh, yes.
It's my dog car.
What year is it?
It's a 17.
Ooh.
Yes,
that's
I
nice.
like it. I
think
only
that's-
bought it
yeah.
because of the air condition in the 3rd row for my dogs.
Oh, yes.
In leather seats, so no hair in the
No dog
seats.
hair, right. That's a really nice car. I want to
Love
say
it.
Stephanie's sister Simone has a 2017 Highlander as well.
No way.
I want to say it's the exact
In
same
blue?
year. Hers is I think it's a tan color on the outside.
Oh, okay.
But we rode in it when we were.
It's
Yeah,
really, really
so
super
nice.
comfortable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so nice, so quiet.
Yep.
And she's
Yep.
a really good driver.
Mine is
so,
blue.
yeah.
It's my favorite color. So
Aw.
I got lucky. It was on the
What's
lot.
your husband's favorite color?
Red.
Oh. Why does he like
His
red?
truck's red.
Oh. He just likes red. Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I think blue is a really popular color for people.
Yes.
So,
Yes,
yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Sky's blue. The ocean's blue.
You like purple? Do you?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
purple in your
do.
hair?
Yes.
The purple's a good color too. I had somebody the other day. I asked them what their wife's favorite color was, and they said white. I said, "All right,
All right. Clean car.
hey, white. Hey, white's
And
a color,
It's not as hot in the summertime.
right?
The car isn't,
Yep,
you know.
right, exactly.
So
If it's white, yeah, for sure.
I haven't
Yeah.
thought about that, but
That
somebody
caught me
told
off
me.
guard when they said white. I was
White,
like,
like,
I guess that's a color, right?
yeah. Well, they consider it a contrast, like black and
Yes,
white is a
yes,
contrast.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, it's
So
smart, yeah.
I don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, that's cool. So you can reach Manuela with the Canine Clubhouse. We're going to have all of the links in the show notes, but it's Canine, Canine, and it's Clubhouse, Clubhaus, which is, I guess, probably the German way
It's
to
the
say
German
house,
way of
yeah.
saying house, yes.
Yeah, Clubhouse, Haus. And then you can go to her Google business profile, and in the bottom, you'll see a link to her Facebook. How often do you update your Facebook with posts?
I try every 2 to 3 days.
Okay, awesome. So she's got posts on there a couple times a week. And then her website, you can go on there and see her website. If you want to send her a text message to schedule her services, or you can call her, her number is 865-287-5804. And she's located at 8121 Bell, Bell, Campground Road in Powell. And it was really easy to get here off of Clinton Highway just now
Nice.
for me. And your website, tell them what your website is.
My website is thecanineclubhaus.com.
Yeah, very simple. And also she's got a video that explains what she does. And we're going to put a little caption to the video, and we're going to put a copy of the video, her Canine Clubhouse video, in the show notes. And so if you'll click on that, you'll be able to see an actual video of her talking about what she does. And that video is also posted on Facebook. So thanks for hanging out with us today, Manuela.
Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me.
Absolutely. It was nice
Appreciate
to meet you.
it.
And
Nice
learn
to meet
about
you too.
You and your family, and get to see your building where I guess you do most of your training inside and outside
Yes.
both? Or?
Yes, both, yeah.
So she
And
see-
we also do training in local parks, or my favorite, if you have a reactive dog, is cemetery.
Oh, nice. Because there's
There's
not
only
much,
ghosts.
Yeah, right. Oh, not much happening in the cemetery. She's also going to add her Instagram to her Google business profile, so you'll be able to see her Instagram as well. So thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Do you want to promote your business on our podcast? You can give us a call or shoot us a text at 865-687-7100. You can also apply by filling out our Google form in the description box.